Welcome to Melbear's Weird and Wonderful. Today I'll show you how to make this very funky, very weird tumbler cup with dyed baby oil and metallic mica powder in the glycerin. And then there's little deer in there as well. I put out at least one new video every week. If you like my content, please give me a subscribe. It really does help. And please give my video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, today we are going to try another snow globe tumbler experiment, and I have not tried this yet, so we're going to see what it does. And that's always my fun days, are the days that we do this. So we're going to start off with a hollowed wall tumbler. You're going to need a green oil-based food coloring. I will put the link to this one in the description. This is a different one than the one I used on the last video, but we're going to give this a try. This is fairly easily available on Amazon, which is why I chose this one. We're going to need a red mica powder. So I've picked this one. It's ruby red. This one's also available on Amazon quite easily, so I'll also link to this one. And then just plain red food coloring. Any food coloring will work. This is Clubhouse. I got it at Safeway, but any red food coloring will work. We're also going to need vegetable glycerin. This is the kind I've been using. And you're going to need baby oil, and I've just been using normal store-bought baby oil. So what we're going to do to start this, we're going to measure out, and this tumbler's a little smaller, so I'm not going to use as much baby oil that I normally use. So I'm going to use 20 mils, of the vegetable glycerin, 20 mils of vegetable glycerin. All right, and we're going to dye this with the red food coloring. I'm going to put 3 drops in, and some of our mica powder. And we're going to try to do, I think, probably about about 3-4 scoops of this. And next we're going to dye our baby oil. So we're going to use a squeeze bottle and the new oil-based dye that I bought. Okay, so I'm starting with 2 fairly big drops. And we're going to add our baby oil and see what color it is, and we may have to adjust it as necessary. Give that a swirl. And just keep shaking it until your oil-based dye dyes your oil. Sometimes you have to shake it for a few minutes, so I'll be right back. So I've also decided for this I'm going to add some happy little glitter deers, which I got at Michael's. They were $1.99 or 99 cents in the United States, and they're just little jumping deers, and I think that'll really look pretty with the green and the red. So we're finished dyeing our baby oil, and it's quite dark, so I think I'd recommend only putting 1 drop of this dye in. It is a lot stronger than the other dye I bought, but I'm also going to be adding a little bit more oil here, but I just have to open a new container. Then you're going to transfer your mica powder and vegetable glycerin to a squeeze bottle, just so you can get it into your tumbler a little easier. And then we're going to add that first after the baby oil. Or sorry, next after. Add that first and then add your baby oil. So we're just going to get this to a color that I like. I'm sure I'll use some more green dyed oil, so I'm just going to mix up a whole container of oil. There we go, and that's a lot better. So probably 1 drop would have been sufficient for this. That dye seems to have a lot more pigment than the last dye that I bought. And there you go, you can see your dyed baby oil. It's a very nice green color. So we're going to add our little deer into the cup. I'm just going to add a few of them in there. And with these, you just have to poke them through the top. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoonful of them. And then I'll be back as soon as they're in the cup. All right, so we have all of our deer into the tumbler, as you can see. And now we're going to add our vegetable glycerin with mica powder. All right, and we've got our mica powder and glycerin into the cup, and now we're going to add our dyed baby oil. All right, we're going to try to get as much air as we can out of it, and then we're going to seal our tumbler. To seal a tumbler, you want to wipe the top with alcohol. And lately I've been using a furniture bumper, which I press in there, and then a Gorilla Glue dot, and then a UV resin with the UV light. So we've added our glue dot and we've added our UV resin, and then we're just going to hit it with the UV light, and then again I'll be back. And here's our finished tumbler. The red is quite shiny. I'm trying not to make this look like blood for Christmas, but if you enjoy Bloody Christmas, that works too. I hope you've enjoyed my little glycerin, funky, oozy, Christmassy reindeer mica powder dyed baby oil tumbler. I put out at least one new video every week, so please subscribe. It is free and it does really help my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm going to leave you with a few more clips of the tumbler finished because it is mesmerizing to watch. Thanks, enjoy.